He's been charged with a gun offense after his pregnant girlfriend was shot to death in their bed.
Then a judge let him go free while he waits for his trial. The victim's family now frustrated and fearful since no one seems to know where he is. They spoke off camera to our Andrew Ramos, who's always investigating.
It's been nearly 2 weeks since 35-year-old Edith Castrejon was shot to death in what police have classified as a domestic incident. Her family grieving the loss, and their questions on the investigation are mounting as the man charged in connection to the case is nowhere to be found. It was on January 16th when Castrejon, who was pregnant, was shot while in bed with the father of her children, Robert Pasco. According to court documents, Pasco claims that while he was asleep, she reached for his gun that was under his pillow. Castrejon then suffered a fatal gunshot wound to the chest. Prosecutors say it happened when 3 of their children were in the room. It's a narrative that her family does not believe. Prosecutors wanted Pasco locked up and not released before his trial, according to this petition they filed. They wrote he had multiple prior convictions for weapons offenses and said he poses a real threat to the community, citing the 9mm ghost gun under his pillow, a firearm he, a convicted felon, shouldn't have had in the first place. You can see what the judge did in this court document. He denied the prosecutor's petition to keep Pasco in custody. Then take a look at this. See those unchecked boxes? That means the judge released Pasco without any electronic monitoring, no GPS, no way to track him. Relatives tell us they were under the impression that the 42-year-old was being electronically monitored, but were blindsided after they learned he was released with no such order. Their frustration now directed at the judge who made that decision, which has led to sleepless nights at their home. This was Pasco walking into the courthouse last Thursday. He was potentially facing life back in state prison again. It was after this court hearing he went home, packed a bag, and took off. Both the judge and lawyer said today in a court hearing about the children the two shared. The situation leaves this family in limbo. They want justice and answers. The family says what's adding to their frustration is the misinformation they're receiving from detectives on the case. They showed us an email from Chicago police saying that Pasco was being tracked by electronic monitoring, something we investigated and found not to be true. We're going to stay on top of this story, and when we get an update, we will bring it to you. Reporting from the Northwest Side, Andrew Ramos, CBS News Chicago.